The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 29-yard line.
Set hut, 6 yards.
Tone, fellas, let's set a tone.
Bang, 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 bang.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Baby, that's baby shot. Quick the edge. Hop on. Check the backer. Switch up.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's 3rd down.
Set. Emerge in the flag. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Yellow.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20.
We want it. Come to my world. Motion, motion, motion.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5. Up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Yellow, yellow.
On the ground, Kamara. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Yellow, yellow.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Spinning away. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
I I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Hey, 57 color, 57 color.
Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel. 55. Coming.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he threw an opening, and there he goes. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Even the great one. Some of the best. They're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Yellow. There's a wire, right?
Bound to lose one. Switch.
15.
Pilot, 64, weak.
On second down now, it's Harris, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yellow. 180. Yellow.
Army.
Check 4. Check 50. Check 50.
Deuce.
Hey, yellow. Hey, go gun.
Staying open.
Let's get it. Right side.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Yellow. 180.
Watch 55. Y'all not ready.
Right side.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now.
22 check
Down by Ryan Shazier.
Right side.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off play action. Daniels. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
33 yards on the play. First down, Pittsburgh.
Ready.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Steelers nothing.
Here we go. It's time of the ending. 56. Hey, let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
Check 31.
The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. 20! And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 15.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Showing it. 1, 2, 3.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll run here with Mack. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Hey, let's go!
Well, the pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Mike's 50, Mike's
57.
Good. Charlie, twist, watch the twist. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Give the 15, check Mike 50. Hey, defense, let's go. Set left.
They begin the drive on the ground with Matt. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
50 to Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Alert 3.
On the ground, it's Mack. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. Give him 69 yards on the ground. A first update now from Cleveland. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Darren Lee on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Right there. All day, baby.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Slam, slam, slam.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. This will be, 38 yards out. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Check safety, check safety.
Hey, rip list. Hey,
Haywood, 50, Mike's 50.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Hey, 15.
50, Mike 50. Exit, exit. 50's the mic, 50's the mic.
Did you get this, boy? 15, 15. Finish the game. Finish the game.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Spot.
Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
You don't know no better. Check 13.
Attack.
Check 13. High 7, let's go. Hey, alert. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
15.
Man up, D. Under crutch.
43.
Hey, turn it up. Check 9. Slam.
Now here's Mahomes, buying time to his left. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Yellow. That's a lie.
Yo. Mike 50. Cut.
Mike 50.
Bring it. Kill.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Steelers
Good work,
take over
boys. Let's
1st
go.
and 10
Let's go.
at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Fight on these two.
Running with Kamara. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Run. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Attack!
Now a first down carry for Harris. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Here comes the boom.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
At the 43-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Switch up.
Hey, 57.
Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Yellow.
Hey, watch this. Hey,
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Fire down these two. Argolari!
Watch the slap.
They'll run with Harris. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's checking.
Hey, 57.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
66. Bullet high. Let's put him on the bus.
On second down, this is Harris. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Here we go.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Off the play fake. Daniels. No escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and spotted at the 14-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can make...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a carry from Matt. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 26.
Off play action. Daniels going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To throw on 3rd down. Daniels. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there out of Kamara. 48 yards on the ground. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, Ball. Give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Chopper!
This is Harris. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Let's go, line. That's a line.
Tighten down. There you go. Watch that.
15.
It's 50. It's our field.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Around the NFL, they've gone to the 3rd in Cleveland. And that one pretty well wrapped up. The Bengals growing the lead even further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Joker. What? Go.
They go right back to Mack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Watch twist.
Come back.
Twist. Check. Crunch.
They'll run on 1st down. Harris. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Kill.
They'll run with Mack. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Pick it up, D. Switch. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Now Mack. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 3rd down, Jefferson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Yellow. Hey, yellow. Go going.
Check, tight right. Solo out there, check the outs out there. Exit.
Hey, check right. Watch 85.
Right here. Check 99.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
From the 24, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. 23 yards the pickup there.
Let's go.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Yellow.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Check. 3 down. Switch. Shit. Watch the leg. Bang.
15. Hey, 57 color.
Switch it.
Mahomes to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Hey, Ripple is
26 Mike. I'm trying. Zoom, fellas. Let's go. 26 Mike. I'm going to come back to you.
attack.
26 Mike. It's our time.
To throw is Mahomes. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Easy.
SOS.
Yellow.
SOS. You go tight. You got tight right there. Big edge. 25. Check 25. Check 43.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
It's been a long game for you. No. Off. Check three.
Yellow.
Check. Lucky.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
Watch the screen. Switch. 61. Matchbox. Light. Go. Motion. Mike 55. Hey, eat. 3 buzz. Mike 55.
Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. He's made one and he's missed one thus far. This for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Chiefs, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want. can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold,